Welcome back to MTR, where the spacebar still exists, but I'm not really making a huge deal about it.
Yeah. My name buzzing, ain't no way you could ignore it. I did not come this far so they could ignore me. I am not the one to say I'll do it in the morning. I'd rather get it done, don't focus on what's not important. They try to talk to me like they be nothing but supportive. Appreciate the love, but do not show up on my doorstep. If you ain't about that real, I suggest that you avoid me. If we ain't on the same page, that's the end of story.
This is so interesting. The rapping itself, or the flow, is really simple. Again, I'm not an expert in it, but I'm learning. I'm using my knowledge of rhythm in going, this is so much more simple than some of his other songs. Da 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 ba 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 da da da. It keeps going. Something I'm not used to, because I'm used to a lot of complexity when it comes to NF.
Appreciate the love, but do not show up on my doorstep. If you ain't about that real, I suggest.
Interesting. See what I picked up on there?
Appreciate the love, but do not show up on my doorstep. If you ain't about that real.
How's he going to do that live? Again, these tiny little things that you do in production which make things interesting. What's the lyric there? Because da 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 da. I've just mentioned how simple that is, and production-wise and composition-wise, straight up, this is simple. But layering that next bar, or those next bars that he's going into, straight in, just layering it into the end of his last bar, creates interest. Doesn't break the flow fully because you have a repetitive rhythm going, but they know that it's repetitive. So why not create that little bit of interest and move the next bar over and layer it on to the last one? How interesting. Okay, I'm going to listen to this. Sorry.
This far so they could ignore me. I am not the one to say I'll do it in the morning. I'd rather get it done, don't focus on what's not important. They try to talk to me like they be nothing but supportive. Appreciate the love, but do not show up on my doorstep. If you ain't about that real, I suggest that you avoid me. If we ain't on the same page, that's the end of story. You are not a baller cause your closet's full of Jordans. You are not a rich man cause you're on the Forbes list. First I dropped the record, then you know I got it touring. Real still the slogan, only difference is there's more of us. The story of my life feels like it's just beginning now. I ask you a question, I want answers, not to run around. You the one that brought it up, but I'm the one that shut it down. If you ain't got that album yet, I brought you one, I'm at your house. Hey.
What is this? NF has been really, really vocal, especially in therapy session, about his songs not having meanings, or at least the graphic kind of... I mean, look, I'm not saying that he's not going against what he's doing, but this, I just want to know, was graphic in itself, but in terms of an accident. This is graphic in terms of violence. The use of the gun, the use of the blood. Creating a video clip for this, with this level of graphic content, is very different for NF. Again, it's not graphic in the grand scheme of things, but it's graphic for NF.
Now, I ask you a question, I want answers, not to run around. Wow. You the one that brought it up, but I'm the one that shut it down. If you ain't got that album yet, I brought you one, I'm at your house. Hey. All I see is green lights. Green light. All I see is green lights. Green light. All I spit is real life. Real life. Bet you don't know what that's like.
Okay.
All I see is green lights. Green lights. All I see is green lights. Green lights. Yeah. All I spit is real life. Real life. I bet you don't know what that's like. I know where
I'm trying to get the symbolism here because the lyrics are so important. All I've noticed, musically, you have the same chord progression going throughout, but in that chorus, all I see is green lights. They took away a layer, instrumental layer, to really focus on this lyric. Firstly, your verse, da 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 da. We spoke about that. We spoke about the repetition, and lyrically, it's like an interrogation. It's like someone is interrogating him, and am I wrong? Again, it's straight up, I'm not a lyrical genius, you know where to look. Straight up, I'm thinking that the verse is an interrogation from somebody who wants something from him. And the repetition of da 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 da, that's an interrogation. Because when you interrogate someone, there's no change. There's no change in what you say. It's just consistent. The only change that we see is a small rhythmic change in the chorus. All I see is green lights. A much shorter phrasing of what we heard in the chorus. So is he speaking himself? Is that his answer? Somebody who really only knows that there is one answer. All I see is this. This is all I have to tell you. All I see is green lights. Verse is the interrogation, consistent. Chorus is a response, consistent but a little bit different rhythmically. If that is what they're going for, the connection I'm making here is it's not just about the lyrics, it's the way the lyrics are delivered musically or rhythmically. Interrogation is one set of rhythms, consistent over and over. Response or answer is one set of rhythms, consistent over and over.
But you don't know what that's like.
Yeah.
All I see is green lights.
And that ad-lib high pitch,
All I see is green
so
lights,
interesting.
green lights. Yeah, all I spit is real life.
Yeah,
I
okay.
bet you don't know what that's like.
Okay.
I know where I'm going, I don't let no one distract me. I don't need directions for nobody in the backseat. I don't need these people in my corner trying to gas me. I'd rather have people in my corner trying to check me. Yeah, I walk up the bus a different city than the last week. Let the fans speak, they gon' tell you about the past me. If I'm being honest, last year I was in a bad place. Wouldn't say I'm out of it, but don't feel like I can't be. Who you know dropping clean records, but they nasty. I was made for this, I could tell when mama had me. I hopped right off the table, told my doctor I ain't average. He asked me, what does that mean? I told him, get the pen and pad, please. Who'da known I write something that could change lives? I don't think y'all fully understand the way you change mine. I look at the future that's in front of me with both eyes. 3 records, 3 years, I don't like to waste time.
Lyrically, it's obviously all done in first person. Is there merit to my interrogation and answer analysis earlier, which was absolutely skewed by the video clip? The first verse was more focused on you. That's what I'm noticing, whereas the second verse is more focused on I. But what I'm seeing here, going back to it musically, is a very, very big focus on 2 different rhythms. Not too different, but they are different in terms of seemingly a call and response. The verse rhythm and the chorus rhythm.
Fully understand the way you change mine. I look at the future that's in front of me with both eyes. 3 records, 3 years, I don't like to waste time. All I see is green lights. Yeah. All I see is green lights. All I spit is real life. But you don't know what that's like. You don't know. All I see is green lights. All I see is green lights. Yeah. All I spit is real life. I bet you don't know what that's like. All I see is green lights. Yeah. Oh my.
How interesting. It's really just sticking around this kind of like A throughout. It's like it's barely even changing. This is so much more simple musically. So much more simple than his other stuff. But then when you look at the chorus by comparison to the verse, the layering of the vocals on this really, again, making this statement, all I see is green lights, but you didn't have the same kind of vocal layers in the verse. Let me find it.
All I see is green lights. All I see is green lights. All I spit is real life. But you don't know what that's like.
So almost like a call and response. All I see is green lights. You could have kept it there, but there is a reverb and echo and occasionally a much higher pitch call out.
All I see is green lights. All I see is green lights. All I spit is real life. But you don't know what that's like. And
in the final chorus, it was a lot more prevalent, a lot thicker. So let's take a listen. So we've got all I see is green lights, and again a call, or as a call and a response with again another vocal layer, which is him or someone else. I assume him. A reverb added, sometimes at a higher pitch, sometimes at a harmony at the same time. This is the kind of simplicity that we have, yet the small thing that's added to create interest. And I assume, and I'm going to have to go into more detail later with the lyrics when I look at it myself, give meaning.
All I see is green lights. Yeah. All I see is green
Response.
lights. All I spit is real life.
Yep.
But you don't know what that's like. You don't know. All I see is green lights.
Yep.
All I see is green lights.
Here we go.
Yeah. All I spit is real life.
Real life.
I bet you don't know what that's like. All I see is green.
I must say, the level of simplicity with this and the last song is really interesting, yet what can be added to make this interesting are the things that I spoke about. Things you may have not noticed, but make you go, wait a second, I actually like this song, not just for the message, but the way that the message is delivered. You know I'm always seeing the comments. Thank you for watching. Until next time.